What's shaking, bacons? So I did a straw poll recently, and basically I asked, do you guys want to see me keep playing Dishonored? Do you guys want to see me play Knights of the Republic instead? Since there's been quite a desire lately for some good Star Wars writing. It wasn't exactly shown off very well in The Last Jedi, I thought. So I asked if people would like to see me play Knights of the Republic. It was something I talked about in one of my movie reviews, and 57% of people said, yeah, we want to see you play Knights of the Republic. So I'm going to do a playthrough. Before I start, I do want to mention it's not the highest resolution possible. Because this is such an old game, when I tried to put it to the highest resolution, it stretched the pictures so much that it really threw off the way that the game actually looked. So it's not going to be at the highest resolution, unfortunately, but I have applied the Knights of the Old Republic restoration mod patches in an attempt to kind of update it and make it look better, make it a little more playable, a little more watchable at least. So optimistically, it will not break. But we'll find out together, I guess, as I play through it if I encounter anything that breaks or kind of falls to pieces. So we're going to get started with it. So I'm going to hit new game. I have already gone ahead and set up the character, and I've made sure that there's been sort of an updated Knights of the Old Republic restoration mod patch applied, so hopefully there won't be any bugs. But I wanted to try and make it like a little more watchable and viewable for today's kind of graphic expectations and things like that. So I'm continuing this. We had a bug earlier with a later version of the mod where my character was completely invisible and you could not see anything. So I've reestablished the character. I think I have fixed what the problem may be. I hope. So we're going to continue. Yes! She lives! Okay. Thank you for your feedback, Nightcore Flow. Really helpful. So let's try this again. So it looks like the key to streaming an old game like this is you actually have to do like base display capture and not run it in windowed capture and not run it in game capture. It has to be in display capture. Awesome. So maybe now we can actually move forward with the game. Trial and error, I guess. Alright, so did I actually level up? I don't even remember anymore. Cripes. Okay, cool. I think I leveled up. We're doing aces. Alright, nice. The door is voice locked? Who am I? So, fun story. I think that, so I had this game uninstalled. I reinstalled it so I could do this playthrough. I think Steam retained the old mods that I had loaded in here from 2015 because I had a mod added in where you actually start as a Jedi, and I think that's what this is. So, I mean, I don't know what mod this is, and I don't know how to disable it at this point because I installed it like over 2 years ago. So we're gonna go with it, guys. This is gonna be a very interesting playthrough because I'm gonna rediscover this along with you. So I'm just gonna pick what kind of Jedi I'm gonna be, I guess. And this is actually, I do remember doing this in my playthrough now that this is popping up. If you replay through this game, doing this mod is very interesting because it allows you to use the force that's kind of inside the character right off the bat versus having to wait until you get to Dantooine. So we're gonna run with this. So if this mod's still in here, I wonder if I have other mods that are still in here. So we're gonna rediscover what the heck I did in this game in 2015, I guess. So let's go for it. So for those of you who have not played this game, or maybe if you don't remember, there are 3 classes of Jedi that you can choose from. So there's the Guardian Jedi, and that's more of the melee combat Jedi. There's the Sentinel Jedi, which is kind of like the balance between all force and some combat, and then there's the consular Jedi, and that's the Jedi that really relies on powers. And I normally play as a Sentinel. I think it could be fun to play as a consular. I've never actually... I don't know if I've ever actually played as a consular, so we could give it a shot. Why not? We're gonna play as a consular. I'm magically a Jedi now. I've received an item. Let's find out what I got. I bet it's a lightsaber crystal. I did! I got a lightsaber. Alright, nice. This is really interesting. It's very amusing to me. Alright, so I got a lightsaber. It's purple. I don't know if that means I can use it or not. Maybe purple just indicates like a usable item. Or an unequipped item. Perhaps that's what it indicates. What I also think is funny is that the inventory, I think, is supposed to look like a Foot Locker, but it kind of looks like a giant garbage can to me. So it's like, oh, here's all your trash. It's fine. All right, cool. So I can't equip the lightsaber, though. So is there... I wonder if I have to get the lightsaber power in my level up here. Let's find out. So I get some points to level up again. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna level up we'll level up computer use, we're gonna level up trait injury, because I'm sure I'll end up killing myself somehow. And we're gonna level up persuade. Why not? Okay. Feats. You've been granted the following feats. And magically I got blaster pistol proficiency. I got the lightsaber proficiency. Jedi defense. Force focus. Jedi sense. Force sensitive. So they gave me a bunch of Jedi points, so I guess in order to use the lightsaber I had to get this level up. So yeah, I have to go into the character equipment after this. Because I don't think they let you even touch the lightsaber until you are granted the proficiency, in case you just like cut your own head off. Like in that meme where Obi-Wan gives Luke the lightsaber and he just looks at it and he like goes through his own brain. So let's see, I'm allowed to get, I have one remaining feat available right now. So I may just add on the lightsaber focus bonus, and I'll just max that out right now instead of waiting. So we're gonna do it. I get powers. I get force powers right now. Oh, it's so good. Let it flow through you. So I can't get cure right now. You have to be level 6, but I can get something. +2 to bonus to defense. Let's see here. Burst of speed. I'm 100% going to get this because one thing that drove me nuts about this game the last time I played is that it is, like, your character runs so slowly. I like the burst of speed because it keeps you moving quickly, so I'm definitely going to get that right off the bat. Let's see. Light side power restricted by armor. What is this? Force Valor. Saving throws. Force resistance. I can't get that. I'm not a high enough level. A force shield. That would probably be a good one to get. Let's see. Affect mind. Ooh. Extra options appear in the conversation. This does not affect droids. Stun. Stun droid. Wound. So one thing about this game, I play a very gray Jedi. What I like to do is I like to level up my... This is really good for ranged attacks. Target must be at least 5 meters away. I don't think that's great for me to get right now, though. So I think what I'm going to get is energy resistance, sonic fire, cold, and electrical attacks. Let's see. I always overthink the powers that I get to use. I will not get a dark side power right off the bat, and the reason I'm not going to do that is because it can really screw with you before you get your light side and dark side scale going. So it's better to get a more neutral, it's better to start with more neutral powers. So I think I'm gonna get I'll get 4 Sara, because it ends up being a good shield later on. Alright, cool. I think I'm all leveled up. Maybe I can finally get through the freaking door. Oh, that's right, I gotta enable the lightsaber. Okay, alright, here we go. Alright, nice. We got our lightsaber. We're gonna get it going. Did I get any other items I can use? I could put short sword in my other hand, but I did not get the double-handed fighting feat point yet, so that would hurt me more than help me. Alright, here we go. You can use the movement keys to move around the area. I'm so glad that they gave me that because, you know, my character had to move to the door in order to start this area, and if they just hadn't told me, I would have just been standing in the middle of that room, not knowing what I should be doing. Sarcasm intended.
The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
There's Karth. Karth is the reason why I can't take Kaidan and Mass Effect seriously. Because I look at Kaidan and I just see him as Karth, who's all angsty about his past, and I'm like, oh my god, Karth, be quiet. Okay, I keep forgetting R is the interact key. And I could remap the keys, but I think it's more of a pain. Oh, poor resistance guy. Alright, enemy sighted. So the pause key in this game is the space bar. The game pauses when you sight the enemy. The selection reticle will show up in red. You can use the mouse to select other targets. So it is lower resolution because this is such an old game. And in order for it not to completely stretch out the display for you guys, if I put it to the highest resolution, it really stretched it out. This is the best I could get it so that it is pretty viewable in terms of today's resolution graphics. I tried a bunch of different options and I had to do some kind of like HD workaround in order for it to display correctly at all. So I know it's kind of hard to look at sometimes, but the story's great. So if you can get past the initial low resolution, it's not so bad. Yeah, it kind of sucks. But the story's so good, it helps to ignore it. But yeah, trust me, this was the best I could get this. So, alright, so, but how do so I can, so it told me I can use my mouse to select the weapons. The problem is the mouse is not, there you are, cool. Alright, so left click the enemy wants to enter combat mode. This will lock the camera. Left clicking the target again, your character will perform the default action and attack each round. I know, this was like the BioWare OG RPG too. It's such a fun game. Your chances of hitting they give you so much information. Your chances of hitting a target are controlled by your statistics and behind the scenes combat rolls. You just know that these guys were like, how should we figure this out? How do we do it in D&D? Let's do combat rolls. Level 15, so you're pretty far along in the game then if you're that high. Let's see here. Combat is whatever. I think I'm not getting any kind of my options on the bottom screen. And I want to say in 2015 when I played this, it was because it was completely off the screen and I'm trying to be very optimistic and think that maybe it's just because I didn't purchase any of like the attacks that I could use. I do not have to left click the, okay. Use the target and action menus to activate item speeds and force powers. I don't see an action menu though, but okay. Oh, well that was quick. So it looks like they don't attack by default until you enable it. So that guy doesn't have any loot for me. So I don't know if that's an option that I'm supposed to be... Where is my mouse? Oh my god, this game is very buggy. So my mouse is gone. Here it is. Can I leave my mouse on? That'd be nice. 30 hours in. Yeah, so you're probably almost finished with the game, even if you've been doing all the side quests. I think the last time I played, it gave me like, I had like 34 hours total. Since when did I get a grenade? Did I pick up one? Alright, we're gonna attack him instead. There's gotta be a better way to attack these guys. Oh my god, F is not interact, it's R. Hey, I got armor. That is better than nothing. Advanced med pack, armor. I mean, that's not a bad haul. Metal box. Give me some credits. I keep forgetting that the A and D keys do not move the camera left and right. I need to remember that. Like, everything is controlled by the mouse. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know the enemies respawned. I don't think I've ever actually gone back anywhere in the game in order to find that out. Oh no! What is just very depressing about this game is how the Republic soldiers just always get completely obliterated. It's very depressing. So I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna huck a grenade at him and see how that goes. Aces. Interestingly, I could not target that guy. Combat mode engaged. Press the disengage button. Ooh. Those guys came out of nowhere. Yes. Man, this Jedi thing. I tell you what, you get a lightsaber at the beginning of the game, you just zoom through this. I'm sure it'll get harder as I move on, since this is just the tutorial. Alright, let's see. Do you have any loot for me? Am I supposed to go this way or the other way? We'll find out. Give me your med packs. Give me all your med packs. Oh no! Little droid! One thing I also think is funny, like every iteration of Star Wars that you see, there is always some sort of different new droid. Like, they can't just use the same type of droid. They have to come up with a completely different droid type. Ooh. We got a Jedi battle. She got him! Oh, there's no justice. So I never thought about this. Did they throw a grenade at her? Is that why she died? That really annoys me. Like, is that why she died? Because they threw a grenade at her? Can you, like, how come? They have great armor. I mean, down in one swipe, man. But you know, that is more realistic to how a Jedi's powers actually are. One thing that always confused me about any kind of Star Wars game is when you're just like wailing away at these stormtroopers or your enemies with a lightsaber, which you've seen the lightsaber to just like, in the movies, murder. No problem, no hesitation, just instant death. But in the games, you just like hack away at a guy for 5 minutes and he's just like, hey, it's a little hot in here. Damn Sith killing their own to win. They have no morals. Am I automatically engaging with this guy? You know, I really hope that my health bar is just not invisible off screen, and maybe I just haven't been hurt yet, because if I'm like about to die, I'm gonna have no way of finding out. So cool story, guys. The character's not moving. Okay, so I selected the remains and she moved. I wonder if there's some kind of glitch across that threshold. Nope, she still ain't moving. Can I select anything? Are we moving now? Oh, hey, a backpack. All right. So I went with the consular because I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't remember if I've ever played as a consular, so I want to have a focus on powers instead of just like hacking things with the lightsaber all the time. I've actually never played it as a soldier. That's probably something I should do too. Usually I play it safe and I'm very middle of the road with my character designs, but which way am I supposed to go here? It's sealed. Alright, well, I guess I'm not going that way. Alright, we're headed to the starboard section. Here we go.
On your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. No, I can't wait to do much.
The last surviving crew member. That's really depressing. Can you imagine if, like, you were the last surviving person out of just... Is there just one guy there? Alright, I'll just attack him. Can you imagine if you were the last surviving person on an entire ship full of people? That's so depressing. See, this is what I don't understand. The lightsaber should have just, like, sliced his sword in half when he tried to parry me. And I can't move again. How come I can't move? I'm stuck. Hey. Did you guys see the parlor tricks that I just somehow caused? That's really funny. Okay, I'm gonna try opening the menu a couple times. This game is so buggy. Okay, so pausing is not helping unfreeze me. Maybe if I click through a couple screens. Great, there's my skills. Maybe I can move now? No? Cool. So guys, I'm stuck. I'm hitting forward and nothing's happening. So I'm gonna try, yeah, the mouse is gone too now. The mouse appears to randomly be appearing and disappearing, which is odd. So I'm gonna use the arrow keys. Let's see if I can... Maybe if I change the keyboard controls. Nope, that didn't work either. Chica! Maybe you could move. It looks like I cannot move just by clicking either, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, I am completely frozen. Can you move? No? Ooh, that sucks. Well, I sincerely don't know if there is any kind of way. Yeah, I'm gonna try and reload the game, and maybe that will help somehow. This seems familiar. I want to say I had issues with this. Oh, okay. Thanks for the suggestion, Doc Holiday. That did it. Alright, so If I forget, someone remind me. If I freeze again, the trick is to save and reload. Oh, cripes. Some guys here. Alright, time to murder. The one complaint I have about this game is because it's so old and the combat system is so old, it really is kind of boring combat-wise because you're not directly engaging with the enemies.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use
I like how he's always just like shaking his fist determinedly. It reminds me of Ron Swanson when he I'm freaking frozen again. I don't understand why this keeps happening. Woman, stop freezing. Alright, let's try reloading the quick save that I just saved. And I'm moving again. Okay, well, at least we're discovering that that fix is consistent. You know, I wonder if this has something to do with Windows 10. I really, really hate Windows 10. Let's overload the power. Well, yeah, let's overload the power conduit. We'll just zap them all to death and we'll see how that works. Oh, that did it. That did it for sure. Alright, so I got some good experience from that. Come on, show up for me. Nice. We're gonna pick up some remains. We're gonna hook us up with some med packs. I'm really glad it's giving me these fancy vibroblade upgrades, and I already have a lightsaber, so I don't need them. This freaking game, I love BioWare. I sincerely wish that they had not screwed up Andromeda so badly. Although I blame EA for that. They're just, I love BioWare games. You made it in time. There's one escape pod left. But Karth, what's the situation?
Basila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
You got it, pal. The first time I played this, it didn't give me the option. Wow, I'm just stuck. It didn't give me the option to access the escape pod, and I ended up running all the way back to like the original room. If you could get there. You know what's great if you step away from the escape pod? Like, what happens? Do you just explode? I've never tried to find out. Here we go. Ship went bye-bye. Do you think they deliberately designed Taris to look like Coruscant? My character's always waking up like this. She's always just like tossing in this fevered dream. She's like, oh, being a Jedi is so hard.
Whoa, hold on. Don't try and get up yet. You were smashed up pretty bad when we crash landed here on Taris. Don't worry, we should be safe here in this apartment. I gave you something to help you sleep. Just get some rest and let the KOTOR packs do their job.
Really? You can stand there for that long and nothing happens? You gotta love old video games. We get our flashback of Bastila, who's one of the most annoying characters, I think, in the entire game. Bastila annoys the hell out of me. She's such a preachy character. Like, oh my god. Lady, shut up.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Cool. So, I like their casual responses. Like these days, you know, it's like a one-word choice and you have to pick like a heart or like a fist. You get full-out responses in dialogue. You know exactly what you're going to say to the person. Like, Have you guys ever done that thing where you're about to choose a dialogue in a game and you're like pretty sure you're going to be choosing like a very like a strong piece of dialogue or a nice piece of dialogue in a modern game, and then you choose it and it's the complete opposite of everything you thought, and the other character is like, well, fuck you, and you're like, that's not what I meant to say, I just screwed up my whole quest. Karth, the one on the communicator. Let's go for number 3.
I'm slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Luckily, I exist in your world, so...
You don't have to thank me. I've never
Oh, thank you,
abandoned anyone
Karth.
on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Taris is under Sith control.
Of course they
They're
are.
orbiting the planet. They've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots.
How
There is
much
no
worse
way the
spots has
Republic
he
will be
been
able to get
in?
anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Seriously, how
Bastila's
many
gonna
worse
be
spots
right.
could you
Many of
possibly
Darth
have been
Maul's
in?
followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war.
That's
They
true.
have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Taris, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Fair enough. I can be really gung-ho, like, we must find Bastila. But I don't care enough about Bastila, so
While you were out,
I'm gonna be pretty neutral about Bastila.
there are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. You don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Bro, I honestly don't think Bastila gives a rat's ass about us.
Good idea.
Let's scout out the
We could use
planet.
this abandoned apartment as a base. We could probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile.
Listen,
Some
Karth,
stories about the dark
I'm a
side of
Jedi
the
consular, and I'm gonna swing my
Force
lightsaber
can do
around.
terrible things
Screw
to
keeping a
you.
low
Wipe
profile.
away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all,
So that's actually kind of an interesting thing he just said, in case anybody just overlooked it.
All right, soldier.
He said
Let's
that
move out.
the dark side of the Force can do things to your memory. And I'm not going to give anything away if people have not played this yet, but it's interesting that he talks about using the dark side of the Force to rewrite memory or to wipe out your memories when given the character. I don't want to give it away if somebody hasn't hit that twist in this game yet, so I won't say anything else. I won't spoil it. Alright, so our active quest screen. Our journal entry has been added, so let's take a look at our active quest screen. The search for Bastila. Basically, it's saying we have to find Bastila. You should investigate reports of any escape pods that crashed into the Undercity. So, nice. We're going to save here just because I'm paranoid about saving. I totally just realized I named my save files 2017, and it is 2018. Yeah, it is. Little things like that. That's one of the reasons I really love this game. There's a lot of small details that BioWare paid a lot of attention to that I kind of feel like games and movies these days try and make up for with a lot of CGI and flashy graphics. But, I mean, maybe I'm old school for thinking this, but I think that you can have as flashy graphics as you want, but it doesn't make up for having a good storyline. Yeah, I know, 2017. I wonder how long I'm going to do that, right? 2017 instead of 2018. Do you have anything to say if I talk to you? Oh, I do. I can talk to him. Tell me more about yourself, Karth.
Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started.
Talk about a really interesting storyline. I would have loved to learn more about the Mandalorian Wars.
My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malik's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
Didn't you know you could hyperspace through their ship? That would have solved everything.
I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that...
He's so angsty. Karth is the most drama llama character. Them, do you mean the people of your homeworld? It just occurred to me you guys have no idea what response I'm choosing, so I'll try and read them out loud.
You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action.
Did they become canon again? That's
on the business at hand. So
I mean, that's good and bad news, right? Because if they are canon, that technically means Disney could do whatever they want with them, so that's kind of depressing. I had actually... I saw somewhere on YouTube somebody had mentioned that, or was it an article I read? That there was speculation that the trilogy Rian Johnson had been signed up for to complete after The Last Jedi was Knights of the Old Republic, and I just had a complete meltdown in my head. I was like, no! You kind of have to take Karth, like... I don't mind Karth. You know, whenever there's like, I just usually default romance him because it's really like, it adds some kind of interest to the story. Karth's fine.
You alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
Do you think those guys are really smart because they've got such huge brains?
That's how we sit.
They're just like races and races of alien big heads. Yeah, I really hope it's not Knights of the Old Republic because I can't even imagine what would happen if that man got his hands on it. Okay, so we're gonna attack the Sith soldier. Normally there is a menu at the bottom. Okay, so hitting tab changes characters. So I'm gonna have Karth. Yeah, I think there's definitely some things that's supposed to be at the bottom of the screen. Unfortunately, I can't see it. So I'm gonna have to just try and tweak the settings and see if I can get it to show up. That was fast. I'm the one-hit wonder, I guess. Thankfully, you were here to step in and help us, human. You're welcome, Mr. Big Head. Can I skip this dialogue? Is there a way to do that? Yes. Okay, enter skips dialogue. This isn't the first time Sith have come here to cause trouble, but hopefully it will be the last. Won't someone come searching for this patrol? I'm just glad I could help, or stay out of the way and I'll kill you too, or I'll kill you too. I'll ask about the patrol. Don't worry about the bodies. I'll move them so they look like they're killed elsewhere. That should throw the Sith off the track. I'm really glad with all the advanced technology that, you know, simply moving the bodies helps hide enough of the physical evidence of the crime. Alright, pal. Thanks, Duros. Now, is there... Yep, there is loot. Nice. Alright, Sith guy. He's got lots of stuff. Let's take a run around the apartments. Low security door. Let's see if I can hack into it.
Done.
Done. She's so smug. Done. Hacked.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
BioWare. Their NPCs actually call you out on your douchey behavior. It's enjoyable. I'm sorry, I was just investigating the area. I'm just looking for something to steal. I'm gonna say I was investigating the area.
You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious, but at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
What? Holden? Who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean, Dia?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already.
Then why'd you bring it up, Dia? Oh, let's see if my persuade powers are high enough. Ready? Let's go.
Well, I suppose.
Oh, they are.
All right, thought. When I cut Holden, it made
Suppose
him
you seem all
but it
right.
also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went
a
and put
little
a bounty on
slug.
my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
I'm gonna start calling people that. I'm like, hey, you hut slug, shut up. Is there anything I need to help? I think I'll collect the bounty on your head. I want to ask you some questions, etc. So I could collect the bounty, but I'm going to play this game light side. Well, technically light side. What I like to do is I like to bring my lever all the way up to light side, and then I like to get a bunch of dark side powers, and they end up kind of canceling each other out. So I'm going to do everything. Is there really? There's a small chance of it failing. Are you serious? I guess that makes sense because of their like status rolls and stuff, but I didn't know that. That's interesting. Huh. The more you know. So I'm going to ask her if there's anything I can do to help. My goal is to have my light side meter as high as possible by the time I get off Taris, and that way I can use the dark side powers and not have to worry about any kind of like consequences in the game.
I doubt it.
So I'm going to see if there's anything I can do to help.
When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
The local crime lord, okay. Well, maybe I can speak to Holden for you.
Try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city.
Okay.
He won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits.
Well, just hold on.
Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still,
that was a bad pun. I'm sorry. Do I want to ask her any questions? What are the options I have?
Since this thing with Holden,
I like how you can completely just reverse personalities and be like, I'm here to get you, dear. Alright, I'm going to say I'm going to be going now, because I don't think I can get any more out of this woman. I've got a journal entry. It's probably saying, hey, talk to Holden and help Dia. I don't see too many of your kind around here. Most of the residents in this rundown old apartments are illegal aliens. I mean, technically I am an illegal alien. My name is Lauren, by the way. Lareem? Laren? There are ones that have a 100% chance to fail no matter what. Really? Like what? Which ones, like, always fail? Is it one of the, like when you're talking to Malik or something? Pleased to meet you. Some of these responses are just absolutely ridiculous. Alright, I'm pleased to meet you. Sure. You look like someone who might need to purchase one of these new energy shields. They're the latest thing you know. Very high-tech. What's so great about these energy shields, Laren? When you use one, it surrounds you with radiant aura particle mesh that absorbs blaster bolts. It even protects against lightsabers, or so I hear. Shields aren't perfect, of course. They can only absorb so much energy damage, blah blah blah.
I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Oh yeah, the Sith military base. That would make sense because you have to have papers or a costume or whatever. I guess that makes sense. Like, they can't give you a pass through everything. Where did the technology come from? I'm skipping through this dialogue because I think this is way too much information to really care about these shields, especially with this guy just amping it up. So I'm going to ask him why he has a kiosk set up here. He's got a little business. He sells basic equipment. I'm going to ask him about illegal aliens. Aliens are not allowed to have residence in the upper city of Taris. They allow a few of the Twi'leks up here, but for the most part it's humans only. No self-respecting human would live in the apartments of this dump. Okay. Aren't you worried about getting caught? The authorities turn a blind eye. So I will say, for anybody who has not played this, who is a little bit bored, Taris is the slowest part of the game. Unfortunately, just because it's like one huge intro level. So if you just like stick through it and you get through Taris, it's fine. And parts of Taris can be really interesting. So I don't think I need any of these right now, and I don't really have the money for them anyway, especially after he just hyped up the energy shields to me. I only have 50 credits, so I can't get it regardless. So we are gonna just leave his little shop kiosk here and move on. Sorry, human, I do not wish to engage in conversation with you. Well, fine. Why you gotta be like that, man? I always always like to take their stuff before I talk to the people. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is not as boring as the intro for KOTOR 2. KOTOR 2 was actually really, I mean, there's a lot of things that I like better about KOTOR 2 than KOTOR 1, especially if you add in some of the deleted content. It feels more complete. And this is why I take their stuff before I talk to them, because then I start feeling really guilty. I don't want to go to the upper city yet, so my little map icon up here is indicating that I have not fully explored the apartment complex. So I'm going to keep going. Hey, pal. He's stuck here because of the quarantine. Is it a medical quarantine? I can't remember. Is it just like the Sith quarantine, that they're just not letting people in or out? Let's see here. Do you have anything to say? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry, pal. You're just a little NPC. She probably tells me to. I hate this world. Blah, blah, blah. So there's an R2-ish model head. Let's see, is this another apartment? Sure is.
On it. Done.
Yeah, KOTOR 2 completed would have been amazing, and I was really hoping that they would do a third one, or that they would, you know, release patches or updates or something that was more complete for that game. But it just got rushed so much. It really is a shame.
Watch where you're walking. I just clean those strollers.
What a grumpy old man. Who are you?
My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? You ever thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment?
Yes, Kadir.
Like
I rented it.
What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine?
Sure.
Don't know how much.
Let's see if you have any information for me. So, tell me about Taris.
Decent enough place to live, I guess.
Except for the lower levels.
That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just staying up.
Yeah, they should have pushed the release back. The real irony is that they tried to speed it up because I think they thought they would save face by getting it out on time or getting it out early. And it probably hurt their profits more than anything else. Because the game just felt like, when I first played KOTOR 2, I had heard that it felt very abrupt when it ended. But it was so abrupt that I literally thought I was just flying to the next level, and then it just finished. And I was like, what?
Don't know how much I can tell you, but
well, they would have before. Yeah, definitely. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for following. I shouldn't say subscribing because I'm not a Twitch partner. But thanks for following. Welcome to the channel. So let's see. Let's ask him where I can get equipment. He's probably going to tell me to go talk to... Oh no. He's saying go talk to Cavalier.
She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping.
This guy knows what's up. Alright, sure, pal. Do you have any other information for me? What do you think of the Sith? I mean, do I care what he thinks? I always go through the dialogue options with NPCs because I am always optimistic that they're going to have, like, another quest for me. But it looks like he just had random useless information. And that's fine. Now, I'm not getting any kind of option for this, so I bet it's my apartment. Yeah, poor KOTOR 2. It did a lot right, but it did do a lot wrong. See you later, man. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, we're gonna head to the upper city. Here we go. We're gonna see what we can see. I have a new journal entry. Let's check it out. What is the key shortcut for journal entry? You've discovered Karth's homeworld. Oh, right, this is Karth's thing. We've got Dia's bounty. The rapid transit system. Oh, I forgot about this. In non-action areas, you can use the Return to Hideout button to instantly transport back to the apartment complex. I didn't know this either. See what happens when you actually read the instructions? So if you're in the apartment, you can go to the map screen and click transit back, and it'll take you to where you were before you returned to your hideout. You should try using it now just to see how they work. You know what, game? I will, because all the years I have played this, I have never known that that was a feature that existed. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're going to return to our hideout. Let's go back. So, okay, so it didn't actually put me inside the hideout. Just outside of it. So let's go back now. Is this actually going to work? Oh my god, that's such a time saver. I never knew that was a feature. That would have saved so much time. Like every other time I've played through this game. That reminds me of that dude that I saw on Reddit, and he was talking about Skyrim, and I guess this poor guy never knew that there was fast travel in Skyrim, and he literally just ran from point to point on the map. Can you imagine how much that must have sucked? And then he finally found out that there was fast travel. Oh my god. Oh, I would have hated life. Alright, let's find out what's over here. Okay, so here's that Keeble Yurt person. That sounds like a health disease. Like, if you're not feeling well, you go to the doctor, and she's like, oh yeah, for sure. You got a real bad case of Keeble Yurt.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Keeble Yurt.
Oh, Keeble Yurt. Oops.
Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy.
I like how she's trying to say that as an aside, and Garth just calls her out on it.
Still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Sure, lady. I'll ask you some questions
Anything I can do to
first.
help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
Do you have any information about? Oh yeah, that's right. You know what? I'm actually doing quests about escape pods. I forgot about that. So let's ask her about the escape pods.
I heard a couple of pods crashed down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davix men got there first.
The swoop gangs. Tell me
I
about
don't have anything
them.
good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Vex were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davix's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
Ooh, you don't say. I don't know any of those people.
Oh, Davix's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift.
Is he?
Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the exchange, you know.
Okay.
I've heard of the exchange.
Garth's heard of
Bad
the
organization
exchange.
to cross. But if anyone has blockade breaking ships, however, it's them.
Okay. So sounds like I gotta talk to Davik.
It's reasonable.
Davik's nothing but a petty crime lord. Meh. I'm not gonna say that. Let's see if he's working with the Sith.
Hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't...
Okay. I don't care enough to ask her how she feels about the Sith and about general information on Taris.
Good day to you, then.
She's so peppy. I mean, kudos to her.
The Equipment Emporium.
The struggle's real, but that woman is very peppy.
Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining.
That's fine, lady. Let's just see what you have. We got some armor, we've got some vibro blades, some quarter staffs, an Ikani ritual brand. I remember before I got this lightsaber thing, not lightsaber thing, the mod for being a Jedi right off the bat, I always picked this up, if I remember correctly. The Ikani sword, however you say it. Permacrete detonator, don't I need one of those? I think I need one of these. I'm gonna buy it now. No, I won't. Oh wait, I'm not gonna waste my credits. I can't remember if I need that. That's like some small quest down the road. Alright, we're gonna run out. We're gonna find out what's over here. Lots of basic terminals. There's a Sith trooper. You know, I've never actually stopped to look at the surroundings here. It's kind of interesting. You can see like little ships flying by in the distance. Alright, hey pal. Do I have to talk to you or can I just, I can just enter the cantina. Oh. I cannot just enter the cantina. And I'm frozen again. Oh my gosh, this game is buggy.
Don't bother me. I'm here on official Sith business.
Okay, buddy, jeez. So it gave me a security thing and it wouldn't let me in before, but now it's letting me into the cantina? That's interesting. Well, I think I'm going to save here, and I'm actually going to make a new slot, and I'm actually going to name it with the right name of the proper year. And I think for now, I'm going to stop. It's getting kind of late, and I'm hungry. I usually eat dinner pretty early because I just do. So you guys take it easy. Weekends coming up, I'll probably be streaming intermittently. Otherwise, I'm actually going to try and upload these to my YouTube. So if you miss anything, you can always check my YouTube, which is also Traveler's Warden. And you can catch up there if you care to. But anyway, you guys stay warm this winter, and I will catch you later. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.